Hello, I'm Becca of Becca E Designs, and today I want to share a tutorial on how to add multiple colors to your transparent pattern overlays. Before we begin, I just want to make note that this technique works best with patterns that are made from more symmetrical shapes, and you'll see what I mean the more you work with this technique. Alright, let's get started. I have a 1 by 1 inch file open here. The resolution is 300 pixels per inch. We're going to call this file our isolation file. And I have a pattern open here, and this pattern is available for you to download and follow along if you'd like. So the key to this technique is to isolate a small part of the pattern, making it easier to see the shapes we're working with. We also need to make sure that this pattern is centered properly so that it is perfectly seamless when we're finished. So let's go to Window, Arrange, Float in Window, and then grab your Move tool and hold down the Shift key. Holding Shift ensures that it will be centered properly when you release it into your isolation file. Alright, we have a nice shape here. Let's do a test on this before we start coloring to make sure that it is going to be a perfectly seamless pattern when we're finished. So go to Edit, Define Pattern, and then let's open up a new 12 by 12 inch file. The resolution should be 300 pixels per inch. Let's find the pattern we just made. Alright, I want to add a white background underneath this pattern so that we can see what we're working with a little bit easier. Alright, and then we're going to zoom in at 100%, and we're going to make sure that there are no sharp, harsh lines present and that everything is lined up properly and everything looks great. So let's go back to our isolation file. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we go over here and click on this Lock Transparent Pixels icon. When you click on it, a little lock shows up letting you know that you've locked your transparent pixels. And it's very important to make sure you click on that because the fill will be very jagged otherwise, and we need to work with nice smooth edges. Alright, let's grab our paint bucket tool, have a color palette ready, and then start clicking on each part of the shape, choosing different colors as you go. Now when you get to the outer edges, you're going to want to make sure that you choose the same color for the horizontal and vertical opposites. So this edge needs to be the same color as this edge, and this edge needs to be the same color as this edge. And then when you get to your four corners, you're going to want to make sure that you choose the same color for all four corners. I zoomed in so I could see the little bits that I'd like to click on. Alright, let's zoom back out. So we're done coloring. Let's go ahead and turn this into a pattern. Go to Edit, Define Pattern, go back to our 12 by 12 inch page, and we're going to find the pattern we just made. And there you go. We now have a beautiful new multicolored pattern.